Before we start, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more real, emotionally gripping stories like this, and share your thoughts in the comments. I want to know what you would have done if you were in my shoes. I'll never forget the night it happened. I was sitting on the edge of our bed, scrolling through my phone, when a message from her lit up the screen. I could feel the unease before I even opened it. The words were simple, but they landed like a blow to the chest. If you don't agree to my terms, we're done. No wedding. I stared at it for a long time, the room spinning around me. Terms? Ultimatum? My fiancée, the woman I had planned to spend the rest of my life with, was suddenly issuing an ultimatum that I didn't understand. My hand shook as I typed, deleted, and typed again. What are you talking about? Terms? Why now? Her reply came almost immediately, sharp and cold. You know what I mean. Decide. Or don't bother showing up on the day. I felt like I had been thrown off a cliff. Confusion, anger, and disbelief collided inside me. I loved her. I trusted her. But something about that message made me question everything. In the days that followed, unease settled into our life like a silent storm. She started making vague excuses, just a work thing, or I need space to think. She became distant, distracted, constantly on her phone, smiling at messages I couldn't see. At first, I blamed myself. Maybe I had done something wrong, something I hadn't noticed. But the truth slowly started to become undeniable. Then one evening, I found it. Her phone, unlocked and abandoned on the couch. I told myself I shouldn't look, that trust mattered. But the ache in my chest was too strong to ignore. I opened it and found the messages, text between her and another man, flirty, intimate, familiar. My stomach turned, my head felt dizzy. My hands trembled as I read line after line. It wasn't just casual conversation. There was warmth in her words, laughter, inside jokes. Things that had once belonged to me, shared with me, now existed somewhere else. My mind reeled. I questioned my memory, my judgment, everything. The small moments we had shared, the way she used to rest her head on my shoulder, the laughter that once made our apartment feel alive, suddenly felt like lies. When I confronted her, I tried to stay calm. Who is he? I asked, my voice barely above a whisper. Her face froze, then softened, almost like she was rehearsing her words. He's just a friend, she said. I shook my head, disbelief and heartbreak blending into something I couldn't name. Don't lie to me. I saw the messages. I know you've been talking to him this way. Why are you doing this? Her eyes welled with tears, but there was a coldness there I couldn't ignore. You've been so focused on the wedding, so controlling about the plans. I needed attention. I needed to feel desired. Is that so wrong? Her words hit me like a bullet. The betrayal wasn't just in the messages. It was in the way she justified it, in the casual dismissal of my feelings. The woman I loved was telling me that her needs came first, even if it meant destroying what we had built together. I left that night. I needed space, clarity, and air that didn't feel poisoned by doubt. I wandered the city streets alone, the glow of the streetlights feeling foreign, alien. Memories of her haunted me. Her laughter, the way she would brush her hair behind her ear, the quiet comfort of her presence. Each memory now carried a sting, a reminder that what I had believed in wasn't entirely real. In the following weeks, I had to make a choice. The wedding was approaching, the ultimatum looming over me like a dark cloud. Stay and pretend, hoping she would change, or walk away, preserving my self-respect and sanity. The decision was agonizing, but ultimately I knew I couldn't compromise my values, my trust, for a wedding that meant nothing if it was built on betrayal. I confronted her one final time, not with anger, but with calm resolve. I can't do this, I said. I can't marry someone who doesn't respect me or our relationship. The wedding doesn't matter if trust is gone. She looked shocked, hurt, maybe even angry. You're leaving. I'm choosing myself, I said. I loved you, but I won't stay where I'm not valued. I won't let this define me. Walking away was the hardest thing I've ever done. I mourned not just her, but the life I had imagined with her, the small, beautiful moments that now felt tainted. But even in heartbreak, there was clarity. I learned that love alone isn't enough. Trust, respect, and honesty are the foundations of any relationship. Without them, even the deepest love can crumble. Months later, I can reflect on that experience with a bittersweet clarity. Betrayal teaches you painful truths, not about love itself, but about who you are and what you deserve. I've started to rebuild my life, focusing on the parts of me I had neglected while trying to save a relationship that was already fractured. I've learned that walking away doesn't mean failure. Sometimes, it's the most courageous act of all. If there's one thing I want you to take away from my story, it's this. Ultimatums are never love. Betrayal doesn't just hurt in the moment. It reshapes every memory, every expectation, every hope. And while heartbreak is painful, it can also be the doorway to self-respect, clarity, and a stronger, more grounded future. If this story hit you hard, subscribe to my channel for more real-life betrayal stories, and please share your thoughts in the comments. I want to know, what would you have done if your fiancé gave you a wedding ultimatum? Would you fight, forgive, or walk away?